This is WFO Radio.
Good afternoon, everybody. If you're in Dallas, Texas, good morning. How are you today, Elon?
I'm in Dallas. Good morning, Jason. And if you hear any cussing, it's the people setting up the Champions Club, which I'm in right now, getting ready for the Champions Dinner tonight. And the people that could be cussing could be Christy Meyer Johnson, owner of the track. She's over there furiously putting out table settings. We'll do a little tour of the Champions Club a little bit later, but so glad to be joining you on this fine Wednesday. Live.
I love it.
You're live.
Yeah, we're live. Here's my thing. I work in the special event industry. I love people in our industry, in the drag racing industry, that like to do big events like this and like to do it themselves, as opposed to hire people that do this every day of the week.
Yeah, there's a lot of passion. Like when you sit down at your seat tonight at the Champions Dinner, I'll show you what people are going to get, but they need to know that the bows were tied by track owners, marketing people. Like this wasn't just farmed out to 50 people.
Right.
There was some thought and love put into it.
Yeah. I like that I like that aspect of it. But at the same time, they're very important people. They're running a Stampede, a 10-day event.
We're stampeding. What's today? Wednesday. So we started last Friday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. This is the 6th day we've been stampeding.
That's what I'm saying. They have other responsibilities other than tying bows around chairs, you know? That's all.
But they want it done. And there's a lady over here. I'm looking at her right now. She's the one tying it. She's a professional bow tire. You can tell. Not me. Like but they're just making sure everything is exactly the way they want it.
Well, even at the sportsman banquet in Indy, we've got marketing people trying to put bags together, gift bags. Right. I'm like, what are you guys doing? Yeah, it's not that much more expensive to farm it out. That's all.
There's a whole room full of people right now stuffing Jegs All-Star bags in the media center. It appears that the entire Jegs warehouse was delivered to the Motorplex Media Center. There's so many Jegs items in there that it's just, I want to become a Jegs All-Star because the level of loot they get is outrageous. So also we need to remind people, please start sharing this link right now because you're going to get tremendous information about putting events together, buy our merch, all the stuff, because Jason knows about putting on big events and all the little things that can go sideways. It's the best laid plans of mice and men.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I'm sure you guys have been preparing for like probably 8 months.
Yeah,
to a year out.
Yeah,
and it happens. Okay, we're 12 months out. Now it's like, okay, we can handle that. Oh, that's an easy one. Then 8 months out. Okay, that's okay. We got that one figured out. Now you're 3 months out. You're like, oh my God, we forgot about that. Then you're 2 weeks out. It's crazy, man. I mean, just from doing weddings and all my corporate events, you just see it coming a mile away, and I'm like, wow, they didn't really think about that one, did they?
Yeah, this is So tonight's a Champions Dinner. It's invitation only this year because for the 40th anniversary, we invited so many former winners and some VIPs and stuff. So it's the wedding we plan. I get to plan a wedding every year.
Yeah, it's good.
Figure out who's inviting who and who can sit by who and who's going to talk and how long are they going to talk and all that stuff. So it's going to be bonkers tonight. We'll have all over the Watusi outside. We'll have the Motorplex Funny Car, red carpet. The drivers get to pick the meals. It's like the Masters. So this year, Pro Stock got to pick the entree. So Jeg picked tenderloin, and Gage picked like chicken piccata, and the Nitro guys picked desserts, and Hagen picked carrot cake, and I think Justin Ashley picked red velvet cake.
Nice.
And then you get like a vegetable medley and rolls and open bar and all that stuff.
Well, here's my question. I'm going to go back to the seating arrangements. Who are we not sitting people? Who are we not putting people next to each other?
I will say that. Well, we have a big NHRA contingent.
Okay.
So Lynn Cromwell, Tim Erdman, who's the money guy, and Evan, and all the marketing guys and the PR guys. So we were told, do not make an executive table and do not make a worker bee table, mix them all up.
Yeah, of course.
So we did that. Larry Morgan is bringing, a former Pro Stock winner, is bringing a special guest that he's working with that may be running another sanctioning body. So that could be interesting because we also have, other people that have had relationships with them that, hey, again, it's if your parents get divorced and then you get married, what are you going to do? You just put mom and dad on opposite sides of the room.
Right. Exactly.
But again, we were looking at the tables and we had some people at certain tables were like, oh, we can't put a reporter at this table because then this group of people might think they're on the record.
Yeah, they won't talk. They won't speak.
They won't speak. And so, but we have some really fun tables because we have a lot of former champions coming back. Like Brandon Bernstein's coming back for the first time for the champions dinner. And he was like, his only directive to me was put me at a fun table. He's like, you know who I like to talk to, put me at that table.
Right.
So we're kind of mixing that up. But Cruz is going to be here. Tons of like Eddie Krawick. Obviously Gage is the defending winner, is going to be here. It's Tony Schumacher, Ron Capps, Greg Anderson, Erica Enders.
It's a cavalcade. Oh, speaking of Erica, happy birthday, Erica! It's your birthday today.
It is her birthday. I have to apologize. I was invited to an Erica Enders soiree last night, but I could not attend because I had to get my house all squared away for race weekend. Because basically, nothing else happens. I mean, just stuff just gets piled up. Like I come home and just dump stuff in my house. Like today was like leaving for champions dinner.
Right.
Come home, I'll just dump a pile of stuff, and then I'll leave tomorrow for Fan Fest.
Okay.
Come back, dump a bunch of stuff, and then right into race weekend. So
give us a lowdown of how it's gone so far since last Friday.
Spectacular. So the beer expo, let's be honest, the beer expo on Saturday, Sunday, bonkers. 16 breweries. The concerts were great. Chris Young was really good. Clint Black was really good. I think we had close to 22,000 people on the property on Saturday in the pit area.
Wow, that's awesome.
Like the Saturday, I threw some pictures, I think, out on social media about the Saturday crowd for the Texas Invitational, which is just a match race we run just to kind of let people see what drag racing is. James Day was racing the Motorplex funny car that Buddy Hull did a burnout with earlier this year. We had some pro mods. Frankie Madman Taylor was here, a couple other guys. You would have thought we delivered the baby Jesus. These fans loved it. They thought it was spectacular. We had 2 diesel rigs make a pass. One of the diesels, full-size diesel cab, got up to nearly 100 miles per hour in a quarter mile.
Wow, that's awesome.
Just spewing the blackest of black diesel smoke out of its stacks. Like when we ran them again on Saturday and it was darker. You couldn't even see the scoreboards. Like I was on the start, it was just black. And
that's cool. I love it.
It was awesome. So that went great. We're on the second day. Well, actually, we did 2 days of divisional racing yesterday and finished up Tulsa. So we've had like winter circles every day.
Oh, cool.
Just guys, But yeah, it's been going good. The crazy thing was the flip from the concert on Sunday night. So we had, how our pits are laid out. So we have the nice front half of the pits.
Right.
Concert stage is kind of where that ditch is facing the pit entry. So that whole area was open for fans. So behind that little gully, all the way to the edge of the property, we were just parking sportsman guys starting on Saturday. So we had hundreds of rigs like backstage. So Sunday, the concert's over. We just start breaking shit down and start moving everything around. And we just start parking guys. Like as they're moving trash cans and cleaning up stuff, we're moving the Lucas Oil guys in to park. So we were running cars on Monday morning at 8 o'clock in the morning.
That's nuts.
And we just basically so you want to talk about meetings on top of meetings. We had probably half a dozen map meetings of just about, okay, this is where stuff is for the concert. This is where we're stacking stuff. And then this is where it's going to be on race day. There is not 1 square inch of this property that we have not figured out. It's like making your Dave Ramsey budget. We know where every penny is going. We know where every race car is parked. And last night we realized as we're kind of looking at the map, There's going to be a very special burnout on Friday night before Q2, a mystery burnout.
Right.
We realize we're using the Buddy Hole funny car, his nostalgic funny car.
Okay.
We did not have a spot for that trailer on the map. So we had to get with Will and figure out, okay, where can we, because it's only happening on Friday. You know, the car's going to be on display. Really, that thing just needs to get fuel put in it. But yeah, so you need to get here on Friday because we got some special things going on as part of opening ceremonies. We're going to have John Force legend presentation, special presentation for Brittany Force, just all kinds of stuff. Mayhem.
So let me ask you this question, and not to get too far down in the weeds with it, but you were saying you're parking cars and stuff like that. Are there NHRA officials out there helping you guys park cars and stuff?
So they've been here since Monday. So they like all the tech guys are here because with the divisional. Now in the past they would roll in like on Wednesday and it would be a cluster F. But now that we have the divisional, that helps. And then
because I know Jason Deerdorf, he's the guy that kind of helps park all the cars and stuff in it. And I was just wondering, like, because and again, it's that fun line between like, all right, the Texas Motorplex is running an event. Kind of, I liken it to the Texas State Fair, and all of a sudden, here comes the Texas Oklahoma game.
Right, exactly.
Rolls in. And
it's a perfect way.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm like, and so we don't own the track. We're coming in and we're bringing our little circus in. So I was just wondering how much.
It is.
Do the guys at Texas Motorplex take?
It can be contentious sometimes because like we're bringing the Wienermobile. The Wienermobile is going to be part of opening ceremonies on Sunday, and like we're like we want to have it in a good spot, and like this is where we want it, and they're like, well, that's not really kind of because there is still like once this event starts, NHRA kind of makes a lot of the decisions. It's our facility, but basically our agreement is NHRA is calling a lot of the shots, but we have opportunities to work together and we collaborate a lot with the Stampede of Speed, and it's gotten a lot better. But we're like, we have to have this here, and it's like the trickle down effect. It's like, okay, if you put this here, then we have to move this here, and it's kind of like when you add trailers. Like Jim Dunn Racing is doing hospitality this weekend. True Brand, their sponsor for the car, has a great relationship with the National Breast Cancer Foundation. So True Brand, Buddy Hole brought the deal to Jim Dunn Racing, and so they're going to have 150 people in hospitality. So now all of a sudden they bought the hospitality space, so now they have basically a whole rig spot that's not normally beside Jim Dunn Racing.
Okay.
And the trickle down effect of Jim Dunn going from like a 1 spot to a 2 spot had just kind of threw a curveball to everybody.
Yeah.
Because they're usually like, oh, we can do this, and we have. Torrances have 2 cars, or Colettas has 3 cars, and we can slide these singletons in here like Tetris. Well, Jim Dunn going to 2 spaces just like created like, oh, now we got to do this, and so. But I know we'll have tons of specialty cars. We're in October, so we'll have a lot of breast cancer awareness cars. I think Austin's just announced a deal with the Susan G. Komen Foundation with Cornwell Tools, and Antron has a pink car. And you got all that stuff going on. I can hear cars in the background.
There was. I like it. Who's out there right now?
I don't know. It's on the big screen right here. So there's a little view of the Champions Club.
Oh, nice.
So we got the big screen, but I can't tell. Cars haven't pulled up to the starting line yet.
So you're in the Champions Club area, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
so this is
Stevie Glenn just splurged this weekend.
Yeah. So we do the Champions Dinner tonight, and then this opens on Friday with premium seating on the starting line, and then meals, full bar, nice bathrooms, or nicer bathrooms, because we have nice bathrooms in the Motorplex. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Permanent. We have permanent bathrooms everywhere. Actually, and when Billy built the Motorplex in 1986, he went to Texas Stadium and counted all the bathrooms.
Right.
And then added 1 extra bathroom at the Motorplex, so we could say we have more bathrooms in Texas Stadium. Now, since then, I'm sure Jerry Jones dispatched people to count our bathrooms.
Yeah, of course.
Make sure AT&T Stadium has more bathrooms than we do.
Yeah, because that's on the tagline. Come to Texas Motorplex. We've got more bathrooms in Texas Stadium.
We have more crappers than Texas Stadium.
That's awesome. So Steven's going to be in the Champions Club. So Steven,
Yes.
hopefully you got
Right.
the bathrooms down. They're nicer over there. Good.
I will tell Steven what you're going to get is you'll want to check in with the hostess because we bring drivers in every day to get Q&As and do autograph sessions. So Friday we bring in drivers. Saturday we bring in drivers. We have all kinds of stuff. All right,
Danielle, I will not be in Texas this weekend. Sorry, I have been kicked out, shoved out on my butt. They said you were the worst. Get out of here.
That's not true at all. That's okay. Here's full disclosure. We have a whole vibe here, and it's a full Texas vibe. And we ran into this guy, Laney Newman, who's a real cowboy guy, and that's who does our entertainment. And
He's
we're also
a good dude. I'm not.
We're also cheap, and we just don't want to have two kick-ass entertainers here.
Yeah, because I was there one time, and that happened, and they had a real rodeo clown, and I couldn't put makeup on. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, it was the whole thing. Now, there are people that we have fired that have done a terrible job, and we told them, don't come back.
Yeah. Well, going back to earlier in the weekend, Lady did all the junior bull riding and all the rodeo
bull riding. Yeah, because we had a full rodeo. We had buck and bronco. We had bull riding. Laney did all that. We had real cowboys roaming around. We'll have horses. And it's funny, I got an email from Brian Loans that he was like, hey, we want to do our open for the Fox Open, and we want to have longhorns like right around us. Can you please provide some cowboys to make sure we don't get gored by the longhorns? And I assured him that the last thing I would want to start my day with before the Fox national broadcast, NFL lead-in, biggest TV audience ever, is to start the day by getting Brian or Tony gored by a longhorn, you know.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, well, that's one of my favorite things too. Like on race day, you just put cowboys out in the infield with cows and all. And like, what is going on? It's
there's
awesome.
Longhorns just grazing on the south side between the south side grandstands and the track, and the photographers hate it because here's breaking news: Longhorns like to crap.
Yeah.
And then the photographers have to walk through cow crap all day.
Yeah, and then they have to kneel down to take pictures.
So we're gonna work on for Jerry Foss's sake. We're gonna work on getting that cleaned up somehow on Sunday. So, but yeah, it's a whole. We have guys on horseback doing lasso stuff, and these are like real legit cowboys. Like for the cattle drive, we had on Friday to start the Stampede of Speed in downtown Waxahachie. That they had like 6 cowboys on horses, and they looked like straight out of Yellowstone. Like they were real cowboys.
Right. You guys have done a really good job with this thing, and I hope everybody gets a chance to go out there and see it. If you're anywhere near the area, you got to go because it's a really good facility. The food's really good. I will attest to that. And it's clean. It's not dirty. There's nothing. You're not like pulling up and there's makeshift grandstands. It's a really good facility, and they put on a really good event. It's a lot of fun.
And speaking of food, we have a burnout bun this year, which is our special for the 40th anniversary. It's a burnout bun. It's a deep fried cinnamon roll drizzled with Nutella and caramel, sprinkled with nuts, and then whipped cream on top. The burnout bun.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic.
It would put you right into a diabetic coma. We would eat so many of them.
At the boathouse this past weekend, it rained and we were getting bored, and we realized that there's a place called Everglazed. It's a donut shop, and we had Samoa donuts. We were like, all right, we got to eat something. Like the Girl Scout cookies, Samoas with that. Yeah. Man, those were I've been eating those all weekend. I'm like, get out of here. Those things are so good.
So the big thing this year with the 40th anniversary, also speaking of food, is we have a $40 family pack.
Okay.
For $40, you get either 4 hot dogs, hamburgers, or cheeseburgers. You can mix it up.
Okay.
4 bags of chips and 4 drinks for $40.
Unbelievable.
Free parking. So you could come out, and we have a $40 ticket every day. So, I mean, I understand it's still going to add up, but for a full day of entertainment, free autographs. Come on Friday for the Jegs Friday Night Live. Jegs has been giving out so much stuff; it's going to be crazy. That would be the best value for like a great date night. All right, okay, Daniel, 40, yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you for your service, Daniel.
So, thank you for your service, Daniel. And the people that, we've had a number of people like that like Kevin Luttrell. We talked about him a little bit with Joe. And it's found out that I thought he was the only guy that bought all 10 days of tickets, but there's he's in a very elite club of people that have bought tickets for all 10 days of the Stampede of Speed.
That's awesome.
He's been here he was at the cattle drive. He did all 3 days of the concert. He's been at the divisional. He's coming to the champions dinner tonight as a guest of WFO Joe.
Oh,
so wow. He's basically doing the full Monty. So,
wow. Yeah. Talk about VIP access.
Yeah. So he's a big
good job.
But yeah, so I'm trying to think of what else we have. So, it's a little, you don't get quite the value, but if you are a camper, you can come out and camp for $40 for the whole event.
Hey, listen, I don't want to hear anybody else complain about ticket prices, and you don't get. There's a track right there who's doing stuff.
Rent an RV. You could have come in last Friday and spent the night for 10 nights for $4 a night. That's if you're staying by yourself,
right?
If you got a buddy, that's $2 per person.
Right,
and you're right next to the pits. You're right next to the pits.
All right, race guitar, 1985 highlights. Really, Back to the Future release, Live Aid concerts, We Are the World released, and who could forget debut of New Coke? Yeah. These are facts that I don't really know that we all needed, but thank you for putting them out there. I like it. I love it.
So, it's quickly coming together on. The biggest thing is also shipping. It's very funny, but I'm having to make a little getaway in the middle of the afternoon. Richard Shute from Auto Imagery does these great collages for the champions dinner of like the previous year's winner and stuff. And he paid to have them shipped second day so they would arrive yesterday.
Okay.
So apparently with UPS, you can buy 2-day delivery, but that doesn't mean you're going to get 2-day delivery.
Yeah, I know
that. If it doesn't really work in their delivery schedule, we'll get it to you Monday. We'll get it to you day 3.
Yeah, it's whatever. Well, it all depends on what time of day you bought it.
Yeah.
They're a mess.
So I'm going to cut out. I'm meeting a neighbor. I have the best neighbors in the world. I've talked about them. Neighbor Craig is keeping an eye on my house. When I get the delivery, he's going to go pick it up, and then he's going to drive it halfway, and I'm going to meet him halfway between my house and the track and pick up the collages and come back.
Because let's be honest, the track is nowhere near Dallas. No. And you gotta stay closer to Waxahachie.
Yeah.
If you're coming out there.
I live in Mansfield, so we it's like 35, 40 minutes away.
Derek Green says you should have used FedEx.
I agree.
I'm just there with you. And race guitar, we get it, man. I'm just giving you a hard time. 40th anniversary highlights. So you got that going on. You're a very busy person. I also heard next year's main concert is going to be Brad Paisley.
Brad Paisley next year, yes.
That's a big awesome. Get.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. That guy's still relevant.
I was backstage on Sunday getting Frankie Taylor with Madman all squared away, and guess who just decided to come down to the concert on Saturday? The great Randy Travis.
Oh. Yes, I love Randy Travis.
And he was good to see him. He is, kind of frail, but he just kind of came down and he just wanted to see his buddy Clint and just,
Yeah.
And we got ready for the festival. So
that's awesome. Yeah, I heard Joe and Christy talking yesterday, and they were talking about how this is like the 3rd largest music festival in Texas now.
Yeah, it's totally becoming a thing.
It's becoming a thing.
With the Lantern release, which Joe and I were watching the Lantern release on Sunday together. We were not holding hands. We were just beside each other.
Right.
But that's the most dangerous thing we do on the property. All year. Of course. The Lantern release. I mean, if you just said, here's an idea. I'm going to put 15,000 people in a confined space, give them limited limited. I'm in the Champions Club, Jolie. Come over to the Champions Club.
Yeah, and by the way, Jolie,
give them limited instructions. Tell them to set something on.
I bet he's going to say fire. He just froze up. Jolie, by the way, good job singing the national anthem past couple races. Give it up for Jolie. If you haven't been there, here, do it.
All right, there we go. Are we back?
Oh, yeah, you're back.
And you're frozen. You hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes. So, yeah, so set things on fire, throw them in the air around 10,000 people, and hope they all just fly off.
Did anybody jump the gun like you were talking about last week? Yeah,
yes.
Of course.
They're just invariably, there's a few that went off. And then I was talking to Joe that what I wanted to do is I wanted to wait and be like the last guy, like Mr. Inconsequential, like the last guy drafted.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, how long would I have to wait to do that? And I was like, okay, now is the time. And then sure enough, like 10 minutes after everyone, there's another one that just floats off.
See, I'm that. Yeah, go ahead.
It was just like 20 minutes later, there's still like one lone lantern launching.
Yeah, I'm that idiot.
Banana in heaven.
Yeah, the guy like in church when you clap or something, or like at any event, I want to be the last one clapping. And if it's a standing ovation, I want to be the last one standing, and all you hear is this, super loud, and I turn around as I'm clapping. Yeah, okay, I'm the last one. Good.
So the funny thing about have we talked about the engineering on these lanterns? I've told the story a couple times.
I think so, but feel free, go again.
Yeah. So again, I saw any number of people writing heartfelt messages to their grandmother, thinking they're going to go straight to heaven, and they basically go up about 400 feet, and then they all land in the field next to us.
So great.
It was so great driving in Sunday morning on the left-hand side of the pit road. There was just a mountain of people's thoughts and prayers. Like a visual display of wasted thoughts and prayers.
I hate to bring the room down, but I've been married twice. My first wife passed away, and at her funeral, we had 3 small kids, and we, had helium balloons. That we will miss you, Mom. That whole thing. It's very heart wrenching. You're like, oh my God, you're burying your wife and the mom of your kids, and but when you tell that story, and now, it's been like 22 years, and I just laugh because I look back and I'm going, yeah, it's probably on I-4 right now. It was, you got to I-4 and didn't make it.
Helium balloons are totally different. I'm sure those made it for your kids' sakes. They made it all the way. They made it all the way to heaven.
But yeah, it just makes me laugh. I mean, that's just a funny story because I lived it, man. I'm just like, okay. But
I've been involved in some weddings where they release the doves.
Oh,
and the doves don't want to be released. They're very content to be in the cage, and the guy's kind of kicking the cage a little bit, just trying to roust them. And we're just gonna.
Listen, I told Jolie, good job, and Jolie, you're right. I got you confused for a second. Yeah, TJ's wife's terrible. She's the worst. Forget it.
No, TJ's wife is a national treasure. So is Jolie. But we wanted to get TJ's wife to sing the national anthem on Friday, but she's not going to be here.
Okay.
So because we're gonna jegs up Friday night like nobody's business.
Yeah, of course.
Black and yellow outfits, special uniforms for all the track people, music, the whole deal. And we're like, we should get Troy Coughlin Jr.'s wife to sing the national anthem so we can just incorporate jegs right into the national anthem.
There you go.
Yeah, so she's not here.
Yeah, when they say, oh, say, and then when they, instead of saying "oh" for the Baltimore Orioles, you just go Jags.
Yeah, just can you Jags see?
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Just stick it in there.
So yeah, it's also a little warm here, and we have crickets. There's crickets it's not as bad as it has been, but we're kind of on cricket patrol.
I bet that, during the moment of silence for God knows whatever, you hear cricket, cricket, cricket.
Hey, let's pay some bills, and then I want to come back, and I want to tell you some wild motorplex stories.
Awesome. Here we go.
40 years of motorplex.
Let me find some.
The number one source of friction in your engine is not what you think. Piston rings rubbing against the cylinder walls generate more friction than any other part of the engine. More friction and temperature means more wear and less horsepower. Fortunately, the team at Total Seal knows how to reduce friction and wear through innovative piston ring design. If it takes a piston, Total Seal can build a better ring.
Drag racing fans, check out Drag Race Bracket Bonanza. It's the free, family-friendly fantasy bracket game. Now, after final qualifying at every national event, you can fill out your bracket for all the pro classes.
It's free, easy to click on your picks. If you need some help, just hit the randomizer button to fill in the blanks. It's for fun, stay engaged, and pick your winners today.
Looking to replace your OEM diesel particulate filter or diesel oxidation catalyst? Look no further than DPF XFit, a complete line of aftermarket diesel particulate filters and diesel oxidation catalysts designed as an exact fit OEM replacement with all makes coverage for light, medium, and heavy-duty trucks. With thousands of units in stock, we ship the same or next day, and be sure to check out our comprehensive reverse OEM lookup tool. Always new, never remanufactured. For more information, be sure to visit dpfxfit.com. That's dpfxfit.com.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win.
Formulated to win.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Formulated to win, proven by me.
Proven by me.
Proven by me.
Redline Oil, formulated to win, proven by me.
By the way, I'm just going to be honest with you, Elon, and because we're friends, I'm going to have to stop with the drag race bracket bonanza for the rest of the season. My confidence is so low. Like every Sunday, I'm just like, I feel so horrible with myself. I can't get out of the basement on this thing. I am so horrible at this game.
But again, you could bounce back. Don't give up. Don't sell yourself short.
That's true. You know, on my fantasy football team, I've lost 2 games in a row. I've started Jared Goff over Baker Mayfield, and if I played Baker Mayfield, I would have won 2 games that I definitely should never have won. But
all right,
I gotta work on my.
So I'm walking around. So this is the Champions Club stage.
Looks good. That's where Joe Costello will be.
That's where Joe Costello will be talking to the last year's winners and VIPs.
Okay.
This is the table setting. So this is kind of like, I don't know if you can see this or not. So when you sit down, you get this. So this is the menu for the shit deal.
Nice.
And then we did special books. So there's a 40th anniversary book that you get. If you're one of the first, on Sunday, if you're one of the first 10,000 people, it's a picture book. So pictures from all 40 years. And then also everyone gets a Stampede of Speed belt buckle.
Nice.
Let me see if I can find one of the books somewhere. So everyone gets one of those. So we have another. The bar is a big player. So I'll try not to make everyone motion sickness.
Well, wasn't that a couple years ago at the Champions Center when Erica and Greg almost had a ceasefire and worlds collided at the bar at that place?
Yes. So they had this deal. So you come in. So this is kind of what it looks like.
Nice. Okay.
And then here is the lady making all the bows. There's Jonathan Johnson, our Division 4 director.
What's up, Jonathan?
So, and this is Tara. You're live on the podcast. So there's Tara. Tara's the brains of the operation.
Hi, Tara.
All right, now look at this. Look at the VIPs in the audience. Marvin Rodak from Rodak Coffee.
And the book barn.
And the book barn. So we have the Rodak Cadillac this weekend.
I was going to say, did Marvin Rodak just roll in with a Cadillac and say, hey, I can use it? I just need access.
Rodak Coffee.
Nice.
Order your Rodak Coffee immediately. All right, so Marvin's here. Marvin, come on over here. All right, so we have special guest, Marvin Rodak.
Hey, Marvin, question for you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I sure can.
Did you just say, hey, I got a Cadillac that would be really cool out there, and as long as I get VIP access and I give you some Rodak coffee, I can hang out and be on everyone's podcast and everything?
Yeah, I mean, if you get enough coffee.
You have to buy a lot. Like this.
Yeah.
It's a tier deal. You'll get like a satchel with a few bags, but if you buy enough bags, we can make you a deal on a Cadillac.
Yeah.
I love it. Marvin, thank you, man. You're every man out there.
So, WFO radio supporter, Motorplex supporter, Drag Race Bracket Bonanza supporter. Marvin is a great friend to the drag racing community.
Yes, he is.
And
we appreciate you, Marvin.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we're going to keep rolling around. So there's the one main bar right over here.
Okay.
And then, of course, because it's, drag racing, there's another bar right there.
Smart.
And then another bar right there.
Gotta have multiple bars.
You have to have multiple bars because all these former winners, you can't not have them.
Well, it's
enjoy a beverage.
It's just like NHRA prom. There must be 100 bars out there for pre-reception.
I feel like there's never enough bars at NHRA prom.
Yeah, they last year, man, there was a bunch, but man, when after party happens, there's like, we've only got two. I was like, what are you guys doing?
So, the very first national event I ever worked was '94 at the Motorplex, and that was Prudhomme's last win as a driver.
All right.
So I weaseled my way into Prudhomme's winner's circle, and there's a picture. I meant to get it and scan it last night, but it's of me. I'm very close to Prudhomme, and you can tell he's kind of like, who's this schmo? And then like two people over from me is Larry Dixon Jr.
Right.
That was a crazy day. I've had all kinds of John Force. Like John Force has clinched the championship here. He's won so many races. Obviously, the crash in 2007.
Right.
I was a contract worker for him at the time, and we'd been talking about me going to work for him full time. And we'd worked out kind of a little contract as whatever, like, hey, this is an agreement. And we're about to sign it. And he's like, hey, let me go beat Bernstein's ass, and then we'll come and finish this up. And we're in the press room. We see Force's accident with Bernstein. And this is before I even knew what the outcome was. I turned to Dave Moore and go, yeah, I don't think I'm working out my deal with Force today.
Yeah, you were like George Costanza. I walked out. I yelled at him. Just go back. What are you doing?
Yeah,
like nothing happened.
Yeah. So when Corey Mack made the first 320-mile-per-hour run here, which sounds so funny, so we made signs for everything here. Like if you did something here, we had a sign guy on the premises.
Right.
We had the quickest field one day of like top fuel, funny car, pro stock, and pro stock truck. Back when they ran pro stock truck. We had the quickest, like the number one qualifiers all ran the lowest ETs ever to be. And I had a sign made of all four of those guys holding that sign. And like the next day, they were just like, how did you get this sign made so fast? I'm like, dude, I got a guy in a barn over there just cranking these MFers out. We had a 320-mile-per-hour sign the next day for Corey Mack. It just,
Well, that's the cool thing too. That's the cool thing too about Winner's Circle here. Like I remember when I used to go to this race all the time. Evan's like, because we were like, we could probably get a flight out on Sunday night because it's Dallas and we can. It's possible. A couple times, Evan's like, this is the biggest Winner's Circle of the entire year. I need you here. You have to be here. So because the cowboy hats come out.
All over the Watusi is in the Winner's Circle. Some of my favorite pictures, like Ron Capps riding this African Watusi giant longhorn in the Winner's Circle. Hagen's riding it. We have fire bombs. It just and also it seems like we get some like double up wins. Like last year, Justin and Jeg won, so we got two cars in the Winner's Circle. I mean, all the Western stage stuff. It's just a whole. I got a guy in a corner making custom fit cowboy hats. So
that's the cool
hats over there, and it's just like this whole insane and it's the end of the race, like it's the end of 10 days, and I so want to celebrate because I like all these guys and so glad the event is kind of done and it's this culmination of all this time. But really, I just want to get the F out of there and go to bed.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I mean, again, it's been over a year you guys planned this thing, and but it's great. Yeah, I actually weaseled a cowboy hat one year when I was there. I don't know where it is anymore, but I have one. It's awesome.
Yeah. So I'll wear a cowboy hat tonight for the Champions Dinner. The one time a year I wear cowboy boots and a cowboy hat is Champions Dinner.
Let me talk about this whole cowboy wear, by the way, which is fine. Listen, if you're in Texas and you live that lifestyle, the pressed shirt, cowboy hat, pressed jeans, boots, it's a good look on some people. You know who's not a good look on? WFO Joe Costello.
I don't know. We are slowly turning him cowboy.
Listen, slow it down more because that South Florida kid does not look good in those cowboy
shirts. I can't wait. And obviously, we eagerly anticipate Matt Hagen's race day fits.
Yes. Oh,
I will make sure that I throw out on social media Joe Costello's Champions Dinner fit.
I guarantee
he ramps it up every year.
And he'll have a bolo tie on, guaranteed.
Sure.
Yeah.
But he brings it, and he's got he's got enough stuff. He's almost cowboyed up every day. We went to dinner with Buddy Hull and Tony. Buddy Hull organized a dinner at Joe T. Garcia's, and Joe got his first Joe T. Garcia's, which is a Fort Worth landmark of a restaurant.
Good.
And Joe came in Western wear to that.
See, Race Guitar gets it. Love Joe, but I agree with J-Lo. Love it. See. Yeah, please take pictures of that. I have to criticize it at all times with that one.
We'll have him stop on the red carpet, and I'll be sure to snap some pics.
Oh, please! By the way, this happened last week in St. Louis during Q4. I totally forgot to show this picture, and this is what Joe Costello does on the starting line. By the way, you guys think he works super hard the entire time? No, by the time
he's nonstop working. Joe Costello, hardest working man in motorsports.
Well, by the end of when Q4 rolls around, this is Joe during the round. Look at him; he's in the skag box.
Oh, come on!
Look at him.
Photoshop. That's
way. That's Photoshop.
That is complete. You've taken that's Daniel Wilkerson, and you just put Joe Costello's head on top of him.
Yeah, that's all AI, right? So no, it was Q4, and I had the best time. Like at any race,
that is so great.
When Q4,
I don't know why you guys aren't up there. I don't know why you're not doing the low zone from up there.
Listen, I get it. I'm right there with you. But when Q4 rolls around, I'm slap happy, and it was hot in St. Louis, and Joe was slap happy, and Courtney and Galvin were in the booth. And I zinged Courtney really good, and I felt really good about it. She came across the bow on me, and then we go down to Joe, and we were looking for Joe, and I go, Joe's in the skag box on the mic, and he's just sitting up there. I was like, yes. I go, good for Joe. That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was a long race, but
someone asked how many of the former winners will be here.
Oh yeah, Daniel. There you go.
Let's see if I think at least 20, which doesn't sound like much, but there's a lot of multiple time winners. Larry Morgan, Brandon Bernstein, Caps, Greg Anderson, Erica, Cruz, Frank Hawley's going to be here.
Nice.
Peggy Llewellyn, Eddie Krawick, Gage Herrera, Hagan, Jeg Jr., Aaron Stanfield's going to be here. I'm mentally going through it because I was just looking at the table list. Matt Smith is going to be here. Angie Smith, who hasn't won but is still badass. So I mean, there's going to be a great Tony Schumacher. I don't think we mentioned him.
Nope.
We'll have Motorplex Legends here, so it's going to be a whole thing.
It should be fun, man. I wish I was going to that. I wish I could go. I have to work all weekend, man.
When I saw drive the boat, you got to drive the boat.
Yeah, when I saw that I wasn't going to this race, I'm going, I'll do something. Yeah.
So it's we have like I said, we got the book for the first 10,000 people. We're doing the renewal, so we'll have a chance to get the 75th anniversary ring.
Yeah.
Our merch for this race, our Stampede of Speed merch, some of the best merch I've ever seen. I was wearing.
Yes, that's racing.
Okay, yeah, racing. I'm at a racetrack, Race Guitar. That's coming from. They're racing division. It's the start of the Jegs All Stars, I think. That's Jegs All Star guys.
Which is the longest race of the entire year.
Best.
Yeah.
Which Thursday night we'll have the autograph session in Rail Yard Park, downtown Waxahachie, from 7 to 8:30. I have 155 drivers at the autograph session. Almost every Mission Foods participant, and then all 80 of the Dregs All-Star guys.
Get there early because there's parking could be difficult if you get there late.
They actually they added a little bit of parking, but I expect big crowds, so that's going to be bonkers. They do a VIP happy hour for the Jegs guys after at the end of the night, which is fun. But yeah, it's going to have cars on display, balloon houses, face painting, all the stuff.
The last time I was there, we went to that autograph session, which I don't normally go to all of them, but that was a fun one. That was everybody was there. I mean, everyone.
Yeah, it's a who's who. So we'll have. I mean, one thing we're going to do, just if you are coming on Sunday and you're one of the first 10,000 people, I'm taking a big old stack of the 40th anniversary books, and I'm going to have drivers sign them, and then we're going to randomly insert them on Sunday morning. So when you come through, you might get a Ron Capps autographed book just right from the jump.
Very cool.
Just randomly inserted in there. So get here early. We want the opening ceremonies to be cool. We're going to be on Fox for the NFL lead-in. We got a lot of cool stuff going on, so we just want to pack the stands as much as possible.
And the stands will get packed. This is always close to, if not a sellout at this race.
We would sell out a lot of venues. We just have a big venue.
Right.
And we got seating for almost 40,000 people. So when we look full, and also this is one thing that, we get a little inside baseball. We're an all reserved facility, all reserved seats. So the thousands of people that you see standing on the fence line, they're leaving a hole in the grandstand.
Yes.
So when you see all those people, you need to mentally push them up in the grandstand. And I actually tried one time to execute a deal where we were going to make an announcement to tell everyone to actually go to their seat for one qualifying session, so we could get a really cool photo of everyone in the grandstands. And that got shouted down by Evan so fast. He was like, that's the dumbest idea ever. No one will listen to you.
No, they won't.
We'll just be making an announcement of just the sky is green. No one will care.
Well, and the reason is some of these race fans think it's their God-given right to stand right there on the fence line. Yeah. Don't get in my way either.
So the biggest race we ever had here was 1996. And again, it was all reserved. So we had all these people on the fence line, and I went on the south side. I went up to them and said, hey, are you ever going to go sit in your seat? And they were like, no, man, I'm staying here all day. And I was like, can I have your ticket? And I go, if you give me your ticket, I'll give you, we had Billy Bucks at that time. Okay. I'll give you $10 of Billy Bucks that you can go for concessions. And they were like, yeah. So I would just exchange. And when I got to 20 tickets, I would get on my radio and I would call the box office and I would read the ticket number, because we were a Ticketmaster venue. I would read the ticket number to the ticket office, and they would put that ticket back into the system, and then we would resell it.
Oh, that's some drag racing crap right there, man.
We oversold the next day. This was Saturday. This place literally could not have held more people. This was the last year before we went to 2 races. So we were I stayed all night helping pick up trash. And Sunday morning, Billy rolls in, it's 7:00. And he sees me and he's like, there's trash everywhere. And I was like, man, we filled up 6 dumpsters full of trash. And we've been piling it up everywhere. So we basically just picked one side of the facility and just started cleaning it up. As people were coming in on Sunday, we were just throwing trash into a barn on one side of the property. We were just putting it on a flatbed and just driving it, and we filled a whole barn full of trash.
That's crazy.
But yeah, but putting the tickets back into the ticketing system was the funniest thing ever. I did that for 2 hours, nonstop. I probably resold 1,000 tickets.
See, if people were that smart, though, I mean, I'd love it. These in Orlando, we've got Orlando City soccer team, right? And they can't draw anybody because it's too hot. It rains all the time. It's just crazy. But I'm like, if you just gave, they own their own stadium. If you just gave them free, come on in.
Yep. And
just you can't bring anything else, food, or just buy food at the stadium.
Right.
Give them a $5 voucher when hamburgers are $10. You're gonna make money. I mean, it's
I think we're gonna do really well, but I want to do dynamic ticket pricing. If you walk up on Friday, right, to a national event at 5:00, and you're only going to see Q2, $10.
Yeah,
$10. Come in, see one qualifying session, and buy a bunch of concessions. Maybe buy a ticket. Hey, and then Saturday, if you want to buy another ticket, maybe if we'll apply that $10 to your Saturday or Sunday ticket.
Yeah, because Charlotte, a perfect example.
Yeah.
They come for one round and then they leave.
Yeah.
Especially on Sundays. Yeah, that would be a great one. I think that was awesome. But there's,
let's get them in here because we got a great product. People that come enjoy it.
Yeah, like you were saying, the people that were watching the Texas Invitational, people like Christy was saying, people were just like blown away. Yeah, like walking around going, "Oh my God, that's what this is all about." These cars are amazing.
They're warming up Pro Mod cars and the funny car in the pits, and people are like, "This is the greatest thing ever. How can I get more of this?" And I was like, "Hey, you know what? Come buy a ticket, and you can get a gullet full of that on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday."
I tell people like when they've never been there, and I go, listen, come on a Friday or a Saturday. You'll get the better experience because Sunday, these drivers are they're racing. You'll see 4 rounds, but the drivers aren't going to be as friendly sometimes. I just got knocked out in first round, or I'm loaded on my thing because I didn't qualify. On Friday and Saturday, you're going to see the fun stuff, hear all the cars, and
And we have, I think, 17 or 18 Top Fuel dragsters and funny cars, 22 Pro Stock cars, and I think 16 or 17 motorcycles. So you're going to get we're doing a 15, like for Top Fuel and funny cars, we do the low ET bonus on Friday night, $15,000 to win for each class, whoever's lowest a Q2, and then the battle of the saddle. Jegs is kicking in a bunch of stuff. We do it for
Pro Stock. Battle of the saddle on Saturday or Friday night?
Just Friday night, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it's a good time out there. Stampede of Speed with everything they do, it's just awesome. We definitely need to get more people hooked. Oh, by the way, I was at the boathouse and I took a family from Kentucky around, and the whole way around, Dad is sitting in front of me. He's like looking at me weird. I'm like, why is this guy looking at me all weird? So mom, daughter, son are in the back, and I'm holding the car door open for him, and all of a sudden I see this kid put his Summit Junior drag racing backpack on, and I go, "Hey man, are you a racer?" And he goes, "Yeah, I race." And I go, "You doing junior drags?" And he's like, "No, I've moved up, and this is an old backpack." And I was like, and I tell him, I go, "Oh, that's cool." I go, I work with the NHRA. I travel with them. And Dad just goes, "That's where I know you from. You're that idiot DJ." And I go, "That's me." And
That's me. That's actually what it says on my business card. Right. Jason Logan, idiot DJ.
He goes, "Dude, I totally follow you on Facebook." And so he pulled it out. We had the best time. But we were talking about that. I was like, listen, man, we were talking about racetracks that are closed. And I'm like, listen, we just got to get people in the stands. And people, the youth, everybody's like, oh, we got to get more young kids in here. I go, this kid was 18, 19 years old. I go, yeah, man. He goes, yeah, all my friends don't like it. They just don't understand what I do. And I go, that's kind of like what Erica and Courtney did when they were growing up. I go, he goes, but yeah, when I bring some friends out here, they keep coming back out. And I'm like, that's all we got to do. Just get them in here.
All right. So now let's actually talk a little bit of drag racing real quick here, because this is the critical weekend if you really want to get your championship hopes up and running.
This is the weekend that Fast Check missed last year, lost the championship because of it.
Yep. Also, breaking news yesterday. Did you see the news coming out of Torrance Racing?
No, what happened?
This is Steve Torrance's last race.
Really?
He's not going to Vegas. He's not going to Pomona, and he's not racing next year. Last chance to see Steve Torrance is this weekend.
Will his daddy be coming out to any races?
I don't know, but that's him taking this ticket promotion to the next level of, hey, get your tickets to the Stampede of Speed because it's the last chance to see me.
And this is their big race. This is the biggest race. There'll be all them Capco boys.
Capco boys going out guns blazing at the Fall Nationals. So I got to say, he's got to be your odds-on pick to win this week.
Yeah, he'll be bringing it this weekend.
He's not saving anything for the junior prom. He's going to try to win this semester and go out on top.
Yeah, no, that'll be crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, somebody's definitely. I mean, you don't show up, you go out in round one this weekend, you're done. You're donezo. Yeah.
And I think Nicole brought up a good point. It wasn't clear that he wasn't racing, but I think like if you're saying like I took it as this is it. This wasn't just like, hey, last chance to see me this season. This was like last chance to see me. for further notice.
Yeah, until further notice. Sure.
So buy a ticket, come out here, and either see him for the last time or get some clarification on that. Because
he'll be dodging those questions all weekend long, or answering them.
If I misspoke, I apologize, Steve Torrance. But the impression I got was last chance. But all these guys, even this is Brittany's last race in Dallas. We got some special things planned for her. But some of these guys, how many final strike tours did Kenny Bernstein do? A gazillion.
Right. Yeah. Well, and here's the thing too. This could be everyone's last race with sponsorship and everything like that. You just got to get
a crazy offseason.
Yeah, it's gonna be. And, you just got to go out there and watch, just because I mean, who knew after Virginia a year and a half ago that it would be John Force's last race?
Right.
You just got to go see these guys.
And I'm going to state it right now. Don't at me with your questions about what's happening in the offseason or who's going to be doing what, because my response will be the same. Show up at the Gator Nationals, and then you'll know who's racing for who and who's crew chiefing for who and who's doing what. Because until then, you don't know.
Yeah.
You can find out at PRI and make announcements, and this guy's going to go testing and blah, blah, blah. But the best way to find out, get a ticket now for the Gator Nationals, and then you'll know what's what for 2026.
Yep, because that's
maybe
what happens.
Maybe come to the Bernie's Speed Shop Fan Fest before the race starts and check it out.
Yeah. Don't get Elon wrong. We know some stuff. But
yeah, we know some stuff, but the stuff I know, I don't even know if I know it's right.
Right, exactly. I mean, look how he just handled the Steve Torrance deal.
Right. I mean,
I love it. But listen, again, you're going to have a great weekend. It's going to be awesome. Everybody who's in the Texas complex area, I'm not even going to say greater Dallas area because
they're testing the Champion Center screen. Let's turn around here and watch this.
Let's look at this.
Look at that. I don't know. So Mike Woodard, I don't know if you can see him. Where's Mike? Oh, he's right there. This guy pacing pensively right there.
Right.
The creative director for the Motorplex. So he's obviously trying to get all his AV stuff squared away.
So let me ask you this a good question. Has Mickey been involved in any of the sound in this room, or?
No, not a little bit, but Laney and Mike pretty much have it under control.
All right, good call.
Yeah. So, look at this pictures. So we have a slideshow of the 40 years of Motorplex. Look at that.
Very cool.
A little behind the scenes. All right. I may have to jump out of here, Jason.
Yeah, man. No, you go do your thing because you're very busy. I like it. And thanks for taking the time.
Anytime. All right, bud. We'll talk next Wednesday if I'm still alive.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you, Ian. We'll see you later and kick you out. You go do your thing. Everybody, thank you so much. Glad you guys are having a good time. Again, it's going to be a great weekend. Thank you for starting the petition, but there's no way I'm going now because I got to work this weekend. But there's me and Brittany having some fun. Treasure that picture. Maybe I'll get that picture framed. Seeing she's not coming back. I don't know. Who knows? But anyways, everyone have fun in Texas this weekend. Say hi to Joe. Please take as many cowboy pictures of Joe as you possibly can because I need to see them all because it is not a good look on that guy. But thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. See you soon.